Let's take a look at the chart action for Chainlink. All right, so I'm on the 4-hour time frame now. We got a blank slate. I'm looking at support right here, resistance, resistance, resistance. Let's go ahead and draw some trend lines. In my opinion, it kind of looks like we formed a rising channel, something like that. And until we break one of these trend lines going to the upside or to the downside, I think we're kind of just bouncing in between these two trend lines, right, going in an uptrend on this channel. If we break to the upside, I think that'll be a good signal. We could target from the top to the bottom of this channel and then drag that to the breakout, something like this. Depending on where we break out, we drag that to over there. If we break to the downside, pretty much the same thing, except drag it to the downside. But the other thing I'd be watching more than the target, or along with the target, are the previous support levels. Right there, and right here, the bottom, sitting at around 1394. And this level right here is sitting around 1558. Like I said, we haven't broken this channel yet, so it's possible we even get a bounce right here at this spot right here, sitting at around 1709. We do have resistance right here and resistance right here. Let's go ahead and do another downtrend right here. So technically we're trending down right now, and if we break this trend line going to the upside, this will be a good signal going to that upside. I think it looks like we're coming in to test the resistance or maybe test the support going to the downside or to the upside, so we'll have to wait and see what it does at this level. You could also probably argue that you can maybe look for this support right here, maybe do a horizontal line, something like this approximately. That's at the bodies. We're on the 4-hour time frame. We could also drag it to the wicks, maybe down here sitting around 1718 approximately. That kind of lines up with this trend line right here, lines up with that wick. Not sure, just something to maybe think about. That's another spot that I'd maybe, I don't know, possibly be looking at. If we got a bounce right here, maybe that's a good signal. I would really want to see us break this trend line though, and or this bigger trend line, to really get confident on the next targets going up. But in general, like I said, we're also bouncing in between this. So until we break this going to the downside, then I'm thinking that maybe we could be bouncing up like that. Like I said, once we do break this going to the downside, then I would be looking at the previous support levels down here. We could also argue that we have a bottom down here, something like this. This would be the other bottom that I'd probably be looking at. Came down, touched it right here, got a bounce on it. So maybe this was the bottom right here. If we zoom out, let's go to the daily time frame where we can see what kind of pattern we're looking at on this bigger time frame. We have this downtrend like this, and then we also have this bottom. We have support right here and support right here, something like that, kind of forming this triangle pattern. So I don't know, in general, kind of looks like we're in this triangle pattern. Looks like we're also in this uptrend or this channel pattern pushing to the upside. Maybe we're coming in for something like this. Whoops, not that. Like this. In general, let's see how far we could ride this uptrend, go into the upside. Maybe we could come up here. The trend line over here is sitting at around maybe 2350 approximately. So I think the main things that I would be watching on Chainlink would be this downtrend right here on the 4-hour time frame, and then we have this support right here, and then this resistance right here. If we break the resistance, that's a good signal. If we break this little downtrend, that's a good signal. If we break this big support line, then that's a bad signal. And then these are the spots that I would be kind of watching for possible support, maybe even this one too. If we keep going up, it's possible that we just do something like this. But it's also possible, if we keep going up, that we break through and then we come up, test this line and break through that as well. Like I said, we can maybe drag from the top to the bottom of this channel and then drag that to the breakout, something like that. First things first though, I think would be breaking this trend line going to the upside or to the downside. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see what happens in this area right here. If you like Chainlink, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to trading, check out this video right here. It's about buying and selling, and it talks about more of the strategies I used in this video. Alright, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.